So we're back at the compost pile, which for most gardeners, this is where the love happens. The plants get taken care of by the earth, but the gardener really takes care of the compost. So compost generally consists of 5 things, which are black stuff, which is usually manure, green stuff, which is nitrogen rich plant material, weeds, grass clippings, prunings, brown stuff, which is the dry carbon based, whether it's dry grass or straw, and then there's water and air. So we try to bring as many of these things into the compost to create the process of actually decomposition, which is happening all the time everywhere. Personally, I compost everything. Some people say don't compost meat or bread or what. My experience has been the compost pile will digest everything. I've put animals into the compost pile and they get digested so completely that you sometimes can't even find the bones. Anyway, so what we've done here is we're mixing all the dry grass, all the green grass that's coming out of this field as we prepare it. We're mixing that with a liquid manure. I don't have access to animals, so I have to stretch the manure that I have, and what I do is I make a liquid manure and keep adding it. In that way I'm adding the black and the water. And the brown is all the dry grass, so we harvest some grass, we let it dry. We also put in all the garden clippings, food waste, which makes up part of that green stuff. The air is brought into the compost pile every time we turn it. So when we move this pile from where it is to this point, it puffs up because there's much more air in it. And what happens is there is generally over a month period, there's a rising of the temperature of the pile, it peaks and then it starts to cool down. During this process, different microbial activity is happening in the compost pile, and it's their bodily heat that is causing the pile to heat up. At the moment it is on 40 degrees, and over the next few days we're going to see it just climb very rapidly, and it should peak at about, I'm going to guess, somewhere between 68 and 70, maybe 72. We don't ever want the compost to go beyond 75, because then all the micronutrients just get burnt up, and what we have is a beautiful pile of carbon-based material. So this is a windrow. It's generally it needs to be the minimums are a meter wide by a meter high, and you can have it running for as long as you like, and that creates an internal chamber, which is where the decomposition process starts and burns up everything. I look forward to seeing your compost. Cheers.